Well, how do you describe this particular work of art, the guitar?
Well, I'd describe it as the first of what we would call construction sculptures, which is a very different kind of sculpture than had prevailed from the time of the ancient Egyptians and Greeks right up until the early years of the 20th century. That kind of sculpture, which was usually made out of bronze or marble, was modeled or carved, and it was based upon an idea of a mass or solid form. With these new construction sculptures, Picasso began using very different materials like this cut-out tin and cardboard, string, all sorts of new things, and instead of having a mass of solid form, he used very open forms and thin, planar forms like this. And it really opened the door to a whole new conception of sculpture. In fact, I think you could say that most of the radical sculpture of the last 50 years has been influenced by these early construction sculptures of Picasso. This is simply the first, but it's only one of a great many he did. But as a sculptor, Picasso has changed the history of sculpture with these kinds of pieces in particular, more than any of those earlier great sculptors did. In other words, what happened to sculpture after these represented a more radical change than anything that followed the work of Michelangelo or Bernini or any of the great sculptors of the Renaissance.